Okay, now the other thing that's going on, while the cattle are doing this with their mouths, they are also dunging, urinating, and trampling. Now, this, as the animals are here, you watch cattle grazing and they walk very gently. And they put their feet very gently. Now, they will do that until their behavior changes. And you're the same. I spent an unfortunate long period of my life tracking humans, and I tell you that when we're tracking you, we can work out your mental state from how you put your feet. If you are cool, calm, collected, well-fed, well-watered, you will walk across the land and you will not put your foot on this. You'll put your foot next to it. If we're tracking you and we see your foot's gone on that, what's it telling us? Whoops, this guy's lost, or he's panicking, something's happening. We're picking that up, okay? It's the same with cattle, same with deer, same with anything. So the state of mind or the behavior of the animal is affecting how its feet go. And now what happens on the land with the standard practice is, and you'll see it, there are cattle out there, but they're spread and they're calm and they're walking like this. So the land is resting. That's the soil, and the bulk of the plants are resting. Now, to break that rest, you have to get the behavior change in the animals. Now, we can get the behavior change by crowding them, just like you. You're all comfortable at the moment, but do you see how you spaced yourselves? Now, if I come to you two and I do this, aren't you uncomfortable?
Kind of cozy.
Yeah. As soon as you get into the body space, they'll get uncomfortable, and their feet action will change. The same with the cattle. So we can do it by concentrating them, and that's how some people do, and we call that stock density. Or we can do it by herd effect. That just means they're running in a big herd, and somewhere they'll be bunching. Somewhere they'll be doing this. They'll be crossing the river or crossing the gully or coming excited around the salt, and their behavior will be changing. So we've got to do something there to stop that rest effect, because that's what's going to lead to this if we can't stop it. Now, most people will tell you the brush is due to overgrazing, and we had a beautiful example in my country, because we had the whole country divided roughly into half, okay? Half of it was black farmers, 6 million. Half of it was white farmers, 6,000. Okay, very fair system. I would go and talk to my agricultural trainer. I had no training in agriculture. I'm a wildlifer. I would go and talk to my agricultural friends and I'd say, you guys, I don't understand you. Why are you pushing brush clearing on the white ranchers? Because they were pushing chain the brush, you've got to kill the brush, it's killing the grass, and the same stuff as you hear in America. We were spending masses of money out. And they said, of course we've got to do it, Alan, because of all the brush encroachment. And I said, well, why is there so much brush encroachment on the white ranches? They said, overgrazing. And I said, are you guys sure of that? Yes, our research shows it, our blah, 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 blah. There it is, PhDs written, everything. And I said, okay, you guys, you convinced me. Now, why aren't you pushing the same thing on the black farmers? And they said, because there's no brush encroachment. Why is there no brush encroachment? Overgrazing. Okay, so 6 million guys with a hell of a lot of cattle have got no brush because of overgrazing. 6,000 on the same area of land roughly have got masses of brush because of overgrazing with too few cattle. So don't you guys think you need to go back to the classroom? That was a beautiful mass experiment for us, that the main cause, overgrazing of plants on a high scale, will lead to a shift away from grass. But the main cause of woody vegetation is overrest. Now, it's not saying you won't get some woody vegetation with overgrazing of plants at a high level, but the main cause of this is overrest. And the main cause of shift to weeds tends to be overgrazing of plants. Now, those are generalizations, so they're not rules, they're just generalizations. So when you see a lot of that, you can begin to suspect, whoops, this is probably overresting.